the first Danish settlement in India. This place is called Tharangambadi. Look at the beautiful serene view, beaches, forts, and Indo-European buildings. You know what? This place was established and created by Danish missionaries and Danish East India Company. The first Tamil Bible was printed here, and the first Protestant church was started by Ziegenbalg. In India, look at this one. Look at the beautiful old-fashioned Dutch architecture constructed in 1718 by Ziegenbalg. This is the first Protestant church in southern part of India, as I said earlier. Speaking of Bartholomäus Ziegenbalg, you know, he's the one who printed the Tamil Bible firstly here, and also he contributed a lot to this village. And this is Ziegenbalg's house. This is the place where he lived. He was sent by the Danish king. The earliest Tamil Bible was printed here. More precisely, the first Tamil Bible was printed here in this village, Tharangambadi, by Mr. Bartholomäus Ziegenbalg. See, this is the old-fashioned printing machine of Tharangambadi. See, the old-fashioned ink, old-fashioned style. This machine dates back to 200 years. Quite fascinating, isn't it? See, this church is called Zion Church, and this is Danish commander's house. See, all these Danish influences, all these Danish traces can be found in this small village. This church was constructed in 1701 by Danish East India Company. And speaking of Ziegenbalg, there he is. This is Ziegenbalg's statue. He came here as a missionary in 1706 to serve the God and to spread the gospel. So that's the Ziegenbalg's statue. I'm gonna tell you what he did to the people of Tharangambadi, and I'm gonna tell you about his contributions to the society, and I'm gonna tell you about his purpose, his vision. Come on, let's go and see the whole thing. So his achievements are listed over here. Look at this, guys. There's a list. Okay, I'm gonna explain all these things to you. Come on. Just take a look at this inscription. The achievements and the contributions of Ziegenbalg are listed here. He's the first Protestant missionary to India, first royal missionary who was sent by the Danish king. I can give the details as far as I have collected in the description below. Kindly go and check it out. Now we are going to check out his house. He lived here. We are heading towards his house. On the way, I just saw this beautiful commander's house. Look at this one. Ruined. Bartholomäus Ziegenbalg, he contributed a lot to the people. He contributed a lot to Tamils. So he has to be remembered for what he did. And you know, the first school constructed by Ziegenbalg was constructed here. So fellas, here we are near Ziegenbalg's house. I'm standing in front of Ziegenbalg's house. This is the place where the Ziegenbalg lived. So here we go, let's get into it. Let's get inside and see the history. Let's see. Now we are inside Ziegenbalg's house. This is the first, one of the oldest printing works of Ziegenbalg. You know, during that period of time, he used printing machines to print biblical verses and the New Testament in Tamil. So here we go, this is the house where Ziegenbalg lived, and that's his printing room. Look, we've got so many things. Tell us now, here we are inside Mr. Ziegenbalg's house. This is the place where Bartholomäus Ziegenbalg lived for a few years. So this house is 314 years old, and Mr. Ziegenbalg, he lived for 13 years. Okay, he lived here for 13 years. Quite fascinating, right? Wow. That's called real dedication, real contribution to the society. He learned Tamil to spread the gospel here, to spread the good news to the people using the medium. So that's called dedication, contribution to the society. So here are some examples. And I forgot to tell you this. This is the table which was used by Bartholomäus Ziegenbalg during his days as a writing table. Quite fascinating, isn't it? Made out of teak wood. Very old. Vintage. Now we have come to the bottom line. It's time to see one of the oldest printing machines in Tamilnadu, in southern part of India. Here we go. And this place has a historical significance. You know what? Here, Bartholomäus Ziegenbalg He translated many scriptures. He translated and printed the New Testament in Tamil using the printing machine. You know, this was the oldest printing machine, 300 years old, dates back to the early 1700s. So the first printing machine used by Ziegenbalg was kept here, but unfortunately it was ruined. So this is also one of the oldest printing technology used by the early missionaries. And now we have another printing machine. This was brought later after that previous one. And people say this is 200 years old. Now we're gonna see the printing procedure of this old school printing machine. Here we go. First of all, we have to apply the ink. The printing ink taken is dark green. We're going to witness the old school printing style. You see, this is a new experience for me. I'm seeing this for the first time in my life. You know, I haven't seen the oldest printing machine ever. I haven't even seen that one. Look at this. The printing process has started. There you go. And now let's see. Alright. I'm super excited. Hey, there you go. Bible verse. Nice and fine. Look at the ink. Still, it hasn't dried out yet. I will give peace in the land. Leviticus 26 verse 6. Very nice. You know, speaking of the printing wasn't as easy as nowadays. You know, this modern technology, this modern era has made the printing pretty easier. But during 1700s, it wasn't easy at all. The thing is, you have to print the paper and you have to let the ink dry for 3 days. After 3 days, your printing will be done. I'm here now inside the house of Mr. Bartholomäus Ziegenbalg. Very vintage and very classy. We've got a showcase over here. Here we go. Old antique items. Some of the oldest collections are kept here. We've got some information over here, but it's written in Tamil. And the first Tamil translated Bible was printed here inside this house. So that's the place where Bartholomäus Ziegenbalg lived. I showed you the place where he lived, and I showed you the first paper printing machine in southern part of India. You know, yeah, he contributed a lot in terms of printing the New Testament Bible. And also he learned Tamil. Yeah, he learned to communicate, you know, read, write, speak. Yeah. I'm fascinated by the two things introduced by Ziegenbalg. He introduced noon meal scheme for children, school children. You know, if they go to school, they get food. That's the good thing, because during that period of time, people here can't even afford food, good food. So during that period of time, Ziegenbalg contributed for the children. And more fascinating thing is, he learned Tamil and he translated the New Testament in Tamil language. Very fascinating. And this place is forgotten. A forgotten Danish settlement. Now it's time to visit his grave. Now I'm here in front of the church which was constructed by Ziegenbalg during the early 1700s. I think probably around 1718. Yeah, I'm here standing in front of the church. So the Bartholomäus Ziegenbalg was buried here in this church. So I'm here to see his grave. Let's see. Alright, it's time to show the burial place of the Ziegenbalg. He's buried right over there near the altar. Super nice church, pretty nice. You know, very oldest Protestant church, as I said earlier. Yeah, old architectural style. This is the grave of Bartholomäus Ziegenbalg. Ziegenbalg has to be remembered for the service to the God and for the service to the people. Oh, here we go. These are the graves of the people who were buried here during the Danish East India Company's period of time. Look, let's see whose grave is this. Carl Frederick Kremer. Seems like a German name. So So these are the graves of the people who were buried here during the Danish rule in this small village. Alright, that's it for today's video. So look at this village. This village kind of gives a vintage vibe, a little bit of European vibe as well.